The Conflict of Mind by O.G. Rose, Volume 1 of The True Isn't the Rational. In this collection, you will find essays such as Truth Organizes Values, on the idea that to not care about truth is to lose control over your values. The essay on Certainty, which argues that certainty is mostly impossible, but that doesn't mean we can't have confidence. Epistemic Irresponsibility, about the idea that thinking can be a moral act. The short work, Thinking for Ourselves and Falsification, which will warn us that if we think we can think for ourselves without falsification, we'll likely go crazy. The Incompleteness of Thought is another essay, which warns that whatever we think about is not what we're thinking about, and that we have to do a little more work to make sure that our thinking is actually about what we think it's about. Another short work called In Infinite Information Over Enough Time. All ideas lacking internal contradiction will eventually be discovered plausible and possibly wrong. An essay called Flip Moments, which is going to argue that always is always fluid. Another paper, Ideas Are Not Experiences, which will explore why it is that history repeats and how it is that we motivate people, and if we're more likely to be motivated by art or by philosophy. The paper Compelling, which will point out that we mostly absorb what we believe and yet still demand others to be convinced. The main work is a paper called The Conflict of Mind, which is going to argue that the mind entails essential limits that rationally justify moderation. The next work is Ascent Landing, where it's argued that if we can't tell what's true, we should instead ask who it will help, but not assume that's easy to tell. And the final work, which will review the canon of David Hume, is called Deconstructing Common Life, which will argue that philosophy without a common life is a force of destruction, but where there is no philosophy, there is also destruction. Thank you for your interest in this project, and I hope you enjoy.